दोनों देशों के डेलीगेट्स, मीडिया के साथियों, नमस्कार। ग्रूस गॉड। चांसलर स्टॉकर, आपकी पहली भारत यात्रा पर मैं आपका हार्दिक स्वागत करता हूं। हमें बहुत खुशी है कि आपने यूरोप के बाहर अपनी पहली यात्रा के लिए भारत को चुना। यह आपके विजन और भारत ऑस्ट्रिया संबंधों के प्रति आपकी प्रतिबद्धता को दर्शाता है। 4 दशकों के बाद ऑस्ट्रिया के चांसलर की भारत यात्रा अत्यंत महत्वपूर्ण है। वर्ष 2026 के ऐतिहासिक भारत यूरोपियन यूनियन फ्री ट्रेड एग्रीमेंट के बाद भारत और यूरोपियन यूनियन के बीच संबंधों में एक नए सुनहरे अध्याय की शुरुआत हुई है। चांसलर स्टॉकर की विजिट से हम भारत ऑस्ट्रिया संबंधों को भी एक नए कालखंड में ले जा रहे हैं। फ्रेंड्स, इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर, इनोवेशन और सस्टेनेबिलिटी में भारत और ऑस्ट्रिया भरोसेमंद साझेदार रहे हैं। दिल्ली मेट्रो हो या हिमालय पर 10,000 फीट की ऊंचाई पर बना अटल टनल, ऑस्ट्रिया की टनलिंग एक्सपर्टीज ने अपनी मजबूत छाप छोड़ी है। इतना ही नहीं, रेलवे प्रोजेक्ट से लेकर गुजरात के गिरनार रोपवे तक, क्लीन एनर्जी से लेकर अर्बन डेवलपमेंट तक भारत के कई इंजीनियरिंग प्रोजेक्ट्स में ऑस्ट्रियन कंपनियां सक्रिय भागीदार रही हैं। फ्रेंड्स, चांसलर स्टॉकर की यह यात्रा ट्रेड और इन्वेस्टमेंट में नई ऊर्जा लाएगी। हमें बहुत खुशी है कि वे बड़े विजन और बड़े बिजनेस डेलीगेशन के साथ भारत आए हैं। हम ऑस्ट्रिया की एक्सपर्टीज और भारत की स्पीड और स्केल को जोड़कर पूरे विश्व के लिए रिलायबल टेक्नोलॉजी और सप्लाई चेन सुनिश्चित करेंगे। हम डिफेंस, सेमीकंडक्टर, क्वांटम और बायोटेक्नोलॉजी में भी अपनी पार्टनरशिप को सुदृढ़ करेंगे। साथ ही हम इंजीनियरिंग और टेक्निकल एजुकेशन सहयोग को भी और मजबूत करेंगे। आईआईटी दिल्ली और ऑस्ट्रिया की मोंटान यूनिवर्सिटी के बीच आज साइन किया जा रहा एमओयू इस नॉलेज एक्सचेंज का एक उज्जवल उदाहरण है। फ्रेंड्स, भारत का टैलेंट ऑस्ट्रिया की इनोवेशन और प्रोडक्टिविटी को बढ़ाने की क्षमता रखता है। 2023 में हमने ऑस्ट्रिया के साथ एक व्यापक माइग्रेशन एंड मोबिलिटी एग्रीमेंट किया। अब इस एग्रीमेंट के अंतर्गत हम नर्सिंग सेक्टर में भी मोबिलिटी को आगे बढ़ाएंगे। हम ज्वाइंट रिसर्च और स्टार्टअप सहयोग को भी और मजबूत करेंगे। यूथ एक्सचेंज को प्रमोट करने के लिए हम आज भारत ऑस्ट्रिया वर्किंग हॉलिडे प्रोग्राम भी लॉन्च कर रहे हैं। फ्रेंड्स, आज पूरा विश्व एक बहुत ही गंभीर और तनावपूर्ण स्थिति में गुजर रहा है और इसका प्रभाव हम सभी पर पड़ रहा है। ऐसे तनावपूर्ण वैश्विक माहौल में भारत और ऑस्ट्रिया हम एकमत है कि मिलिट्री कॉन्फ्लिक्ट से समस्याओं का समाधान नहीं निकल सकता। यूक्रेन हो या वेस्ट एशिया, हम एक स्टेबल, सस्टेनेबल और लास्टिंग पीस का समर्थन करते हैं। हम इस बात पर भी एकमत है कि बढ़ते ग्लोबल चैलेंजेस के समाधान के लिए ग्लोबल इंस्टीट्यूशन का रिफॉर्म अनिवार्य है और आतंकवाद को जड़ से मिटाना हमारी साझी प्रतिबद्धता है। योर एक्सीलेंसी, 2024 में मेरी ऑस्ट्रिया की यात्रा भी 4 दशकों बाद हुई थी। उस विजिट के बाद आज भारत में आपका स्वागत करना हमारे लिए बहुत गर्व और खुशी की बात है। आइए हम भारत ऑस्ट्रिया साझेदारी को इनोवेशन सेंट्रिक और फ्यूचर रेडी बनाएं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। दाके शोंग।
Thank you, sir. May I now request His Excellency Dr. Christian Stocker, Federal Chancellor of the Republic of Austria, to give his remarks to the media.
Sehr geehrter Herr Premierminister, Exzellenzen, meine geschätzten Vertreterinnen und Vertreter der Medien. Mein Besuch ist tatsächlich ein Meilenstein.
My visit is in fact a milestone for Austrian-Indian relations. And I am very pleased, and I also think it's a great honor to be the first Federal Chancellor to visit India in more than 40 years. Mr. Prime Minister, you visited Vienna in the summer of 2024, and I think we can truly say that the diplomatic relations that we've had for the last 75 years are much stronger than ever before. We will be trying to build on this positive dynamism. And thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister, for your invitation and also for your very friendly welcome and your hospitality. But I haven't come to India alone. I am accompanied by 60 high-ranking business leaders, the who's who of the Austrian business world. This delegation is led by our Minister for Economic Affairs and the Vice President of the Austrian Economic Chamber. Our close political ties are also of benefit for our business landscape. India is already one of the most important trading partners outside the EU for Austria. Our bilateral trade has been developing very positively and has increased to about 3 billion euros in the last 10 years. About 160 Austrian companies are active in the Indian market in important frontier technologies such as semiconductor production and in the field of renewable energies, automotive and infrastructure. This shows that our friendship is very broad-based. India has an impressive growth rate of about 7% per year, and it's one of the most dynamic global markets and a key strategic partner for us. Austrian companies will in future benefit more strongly from this dynamism. This afternoon, I will inaugurate the India-Austria Business Summit, and this is a platform that will bring decision makers together and create concrete opportunities for Austrian and Indian companies. The summit will provide new and also strong incentives for greater cooperation and successful joint projects. It is a policy of ours that we will open doors and create reliable conditions. Our companies are the ones who will be innovative and will have the technology and the know-how of the highest quality to be able to take this further. I think, ladies and gentlemen, these are the qualities that Austrian companies have been shown to have at the international level, and this is why they are such reliable partners and sought after. The free trade agreement between the EU and India will help to take this positive development forward. It will reduce trade barriers and create new opportunities for exports, investments and industrial cooperation. I think that this agreement is very important, especially in times of geopolitical challenges, because our common response to the multiple crises must be that we have to build alliances and that we need to seek greater partnership with those who think like us. We need to be able to reduce dependencies, diversify and explore new markets. And this is extremely important. And that is why Austria, in the heart of Europe, is so well placed. Ladies and gentlemen, free trade between equals is something that is essential. This will provide new opportunities. It will provide opportunities, 75% more exports, for instance, in the fields of engineering, electronics, chemicals, and industrial services. Ladies and gentlemen, we are living in an age of geopolitical upheaval and disruption. Power centers are shifting, and new alliances are being created, and conflicts are becoming more complex. At times like this, stability, trust, and reliable partnerships are not just words, but a strategic necessity. And that is why India is such a reliable partner and valued by Austria. The largest democracy of the world share common interests and fundamental values. At a time where geopolitical challenges are getting stronger, such partnerships are even more valuable. Together, we represent an international order in which we can live in freedom and security. We are in favor of a rules-based world order and not a world in which might is right. Mr. Prime Minister and I share the view that peace in all conflicts can only be achieved through negotiation. And the voice of India carries a lot of weight, bilaterally and also in international fora. In a vibrant democracy, parliaments also play an important role. We have very important priorities in many areas, and we believe that dynamism, technological cooperation will be important and will be connecting us. As far as our enterprises are concerned, we want that we will have good ideas that can be implemented much more quickly, and that investment takes place, and that decisions are taken more quickly, and that problems are resolved. In terms of food security, we want clear standards, we believe in cooperation and knowledge transfer. Reliable quality strengthens markets, it creates trust. We will be intensifying our cooperation in the fields of security and defense through a strategic dialogue, as far as combating terrorism is concerned. It's clear that security does not end where our borders end, and this is something that can only be tackled at a global level. All this shows that our partnership covers a lot of areas. We have economic dynamism, academic and scientific cooperation, and responsibility as far as security policy is concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, we want that we have a clear vision and that step by step we go forward into a secure future. Stability also means that we are politically and independent, that in the sense of energy, we are not dependent on any single country. We have discussed this today. We have spoken about pump storage projects. We have spoken about other future fields where we can work together in the future. The opening of the new honorary consulate, the opening of the new consulate in Bengaluru is also a sign of our intention to intensify our relations. We hope to be able to work even closely together in the future. Our relations cover multiple facets. They are very vibrant. And Mr. Prime Minister, we would like to intensify these in the future. And lastly, I would like to thank you once again for the invitation to India, for your hospitality. And I am very pleased that I have undertaken my first visit as a chancellor to Asia, in Asia, to India, and I hope that we will continue to cooperate together in future for the benefit of both our countries. Namaste.
Thank you, sir. That concludes the press statements. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your presence.
The next two documents pertain to the joint announcement on setting up a fast-track mechanism for Indian and Austrian companies, and the joint letter of intent regarding dual vocational training, skills development and recognition of vocational qualifications. These two documents will be exchanged by His Excellency Wolfgang Hartmannsdorfer, Federal Minister of Economy, Energy and Tourism of Austria, and Shri Piyush Goyal, Minister of Commerce and Industry of India. We next have the letter of intent on cooperation in military matters. This document will be exchanged by His Excellency Dr. Robert Zisch, Ambassador of Austria to India, and Shri C.B. George, Secretary West in the Ministry of External Affairs. Lastly, we have the letter of intent on joint working group on counter-terrorism. This document will be exchanged by His Excellency Dr. Robert Zisch, Ambassador of Austria to India, and Shri Shambhu S. Kumaran, Ambassador of India to Austria. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes the exchange ceremony. I would like to inform that Prime Minister Modi will be addressing the media in Hindi. Members of the audience may use the audio device provided to listen to the translation in English and German languages. I now request the spokesperson of the Ministry of External Affairs to conduct the rest of the proceedings.
Namaskar, good afternoon. Your Excellency Dr. Christian Stocker, Federal Chancellor of the Republic of Austria, Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, Honorable Ministers, members of both delegations, and friends from the media. We will now have the press statements. May I request Honorable Prime Minister of India, Shri Narendra Modi, to give his remarks to the media.